think you slick? You think you slick, sucker? I think this one will work better, Akim. This keeps turning off, I don't know why. Alright, let's go. So let's go back into this. Let's get this real quick. Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and 12. For wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense. But the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it. So wisdom triumphs over all of that, okay? Triumphs over money, okay? It says that wisdom is for a defense and money is for a defense. You gotta go work, okay? In this society, what is Romans chapter 13? We're following by the rules and laws of this land, right? But you gotta go work. But it tells you that what? Wisdom is for a defense and money is for a defense. But guess what? Over all of them, wisdom is what triumphs, okay? Wisdom is what cascades them, all right? Or over that money, okay? Got a minute. You got a minute. Let me see where it runs all that, because I don't understand why this shit keeps doing this. As a matter of fact, maybe I should just stand behind the camera or something. Just to see if it's going to drop out or whatnot. A little bit too low. I don't know why that one's like that. But this one here is going 30 minutes strong, and this one every fucking 5 minutes or 10 minutes it cuts out, so I gotta watch it again. Alright, so let's get into the meat of program and go back into this. So I let off from Hosea, right? And showing what happened with our people going down that route, and why the Lord said what he said. He said, hey man, I ain't calling you people my people no more, man. I'm gonna make you to discontinue from your heritage. And only the elect of Israel, going back full circle now, what I started out from talking about, only the elect are gonna obtain it. Yes, it's for the whole house of Israel, but the Lord said that what? He's only going to give this to his elect, okay? So going back in from Romans chapter 11 and 1, we went over to Hosea, okay? Verse 2, Romans chapter 11 and verse 2. Now let me start from 1 again. I say then, have God cast away his people? God forbid. For I also am an Israelite, of the seed of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin. God hath not cast away his people, which he foreknew. Now when you go into Jeremiah, this is what the Lord said that he was going to do to us, because going back, lining it back up with Baruch chapter 4, okay, and many other scriptures, we are sacrificing unto devils, unto idols. Psalms chapter 106 tells us that, you know, we're mingled amongst the heathen, right? And learn their works and sacrifice unto their idols, right? Which was a snare unto us, right? So anyways, Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee. Who gave it unto us? The Most High. And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For he hath kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. And right here at the bottom, I got Hosea 1 and 9 and 10 marked up, because that's what it is, okay? So we discontinued from our heritage. We continue not in those things what we're supposed to proceed in, right? We lost who we are. We didn't know who we are. Walk around talking about we're American. talking about we're African. You know what I mean? All that fuzzy wuzzy bullshit. Okay? Hey, this one's still going. Right? All that fuzzy wuzzy bullshit. Okay? But that wasn't us. Our heritage is being an Israelite. Our heritage is to follow the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay? That's our heritage. That's what we got installed in us. But like I said, 2/3, they rejected it. And it was made for them to do that way, okay? What kind of motherfucker is this? Never seen shit like that before. So anyways, going back. God have not cast away his people, what ye foreknew, what ye not that the scriptures say of Elias, how he make intercession to God against Israel, saying, Lord, they have killed thy prophets and dug down thy altars, and I am left alone. They seek my life. But what saith the answer of Yahweh unto him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal. Even so, at this present time also, there is a remnant according to the election of grace. And if by grace, then is it no more for works. Otherwise, grace is no more grace. And right now, that's what the Lord has done to us, giving us a grace period. Just like you already know, if a bank tells you, hey, you got paid so-and-so by such and such a time, they've given you a grace period, okay? This is our grace period to get right. And not by just works alone. You have to have faith with works, okay? Continuing. If by grace, then it is no more of works. Otherwise, grace is no more grace. But if it be of works, then it is no more grace. Otherwise, works, Salakia, work is no more work. Then what then? Israel have not attained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. Okay? So these 2/3 out here, as it goes on to say, according as he has written, God have given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear, unto this day. Okay? And David said, this is Psalms 69 and 22. David said, let their table be made a snare and a trap and a stumbling block and a recompense unto them. Let their eyes be darkened that they may not see, and bow down their back always. Right. That which should have been for their welfare, which is this word, might become a snare and a trap onto them, a stumbling block. And it has become a stumbling block onto them because this is their salvation. But yet they reject it, okay? And that's their own fault. But that's a prayer of David, you know? These individuals read, you tell 2/3 to read, all he want to do is read what it says on the pot label, okay? Or on the alcohol label. Hardly less, okay? If it says something about Nicki Minaj is going to give away $1 million if you can read this, they're going to read it, okay? But when we tell them about the Bible, when we tell them about the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, something that will benefit them in the long run, they're like, nah, let's go back to the Queen of Heaven, okay? That's their mindset. But the Lord has what? He has an elect out here. He has those that are going to come up and do this work, okay? They're going to come up and serve the Lord. They're going to come up, put away the things of this society, put away the things of this life, and serve Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. They're going to run back onto the Lord. As the scriptures say in Jeremiah, what is that, 3 and 22? Returning backsliding children. So let's get into something real quick here. And no, they cannot see and hear what's happening. Okay? 'Cause that's why I want to label this. Can you not see and hear what's happening out there, man? Like I said, with the turmoil, the MOTV, everything's right on the table, man. All it has to do is just be put in the right position, and that's it. And all the major players are on the table. The nuclear bombs, okay, they're on the table. The rivalry between nations, Slovakia, the rivalry between these nations, that's on the table. The MOTB, I didn't want to say it yet, but the MOTB, that's on the table, okay? There's a whole bunch of cards that the Most High has put on the table, man. All it has to do is get the proper alignment, and that's it. Game is already on, all right? All the Lord has to do is just shift it into the proper alignment. You can see these nations are already ready to fight with each other, okay? Those individuals up there, they're very upset with the small hats, okay? They don't even want to wait. They just want to launch it off. And you know what I mean. But the Lord has people's spirits hold back. He's filling these people's spirits, making them execute certain judgments. He's the one that's playing. We're all pawns in this movie, okay? When the Lord wants to put the spirit on those Iraqis, you know what I mean, all those people over there to do what they're gonna do, best believe they're gonna do it. He's already put the spirit on Russia, on Putin, to do what he's doing, okay? Because you can see right now with Putin and them, he ain't playing no games, all right? He ain't playing no games. He wants to knock that. He wants to knock that place down, Ukraine, and not even just Ukraine. He wants to knock this place down, U.S., Babylon, okay? Well, actually, Slovakia, I'm in Canada, but he wants to knock down. He wants to knock down the U.S., man. He wants to launch them nukes. He wants to make that place become rubble, okay? And so much of us want to see that place become rubble too as well. Because it's not a well place, man. It's an ill place, okay? It's sick. But like I said, when we tell you 2/3 about these things happening, you want to see signs. You want something to happen right before your eyes. It's not gonna happen like that, man. Like I said, all the key ingredients to make that bread is on the table. All you need right now is the chef to start putting it together and whipping that bitch together. That's it. And then afterwards, you're gonna see the result. The bread baked out the oven. You're gonna see the results. Yeah, you want proof. You're gonna get proof. Okay? You're gonna get a devastating effect, man. And you're not gonna like it. You're not considering these words, man. And you're not satisfied with the word of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. You want more than just that. Okay? You want more than just the word of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. You want to see actually somebody come down from heaven, crack them skies, do amazing shit in front of you. You know? You point to the water, you go, turn that into wine. Poof. You know? Walk outside, you go, this is my car, I want it into a Mercedes. Poof. You know, you want miracles. You want something to be seen before your eyes. You want to taste it. But we have something called faith. We have something called faith, sucker. And guess what? You ain't getting through those doors because Yahweh made Yahweh the gatekeeper door, okay? The doorkeeper, all right? If I stand at the door and knock, if any man hear me, let me in, I'll come in and sit and sup with him, right? And this time he's been made the doorkeeper. You can't, all these guys talking about you could go on to the Lord yourself. No, you can't. There's how do you say that? Inner, fuck. Well, basically in between him and the Lord, the gatekeeper, man, is Yahweh Shai. You can't go straight directly to the Lord. The Yahweh said, this is my well-beloved son. Hear ye him, okay? He's not trying to hear you. The only way that the Yahweh is going to look at you is through the eyes of Yahweh Shai, okay? Is he a good guy, a bad guy? You know? He's not going to be bothering taking all your prayers and hearing your... No. Lord said, I don't hear the prayer of the wicked, all right? And right now that there's grace, the door of grace has been opened up onto us, we're to do what? Rehearse the righteous acts. Keep up in these things, because it's going to benefit us at the end of the year, day, and week. Okay? Keep up in those things which are spiritual. You can't see it, right? You can't taste it, right? Faith, hold your faith on to the end. This is the things that the Lord loves. An individual who actually believes without coming and putting down proofs. You know what I mean? Oh, we found in Egypt, we found the Pharaoh and the chariots. Wow, this really did happen. Oh, Mount Ararat, we found Noah's ark. Oh shit, we found Jeremiah's pendant. Okay, they had Jeremiah's name on it and inscribed it. That's what 2/3 are looking for, to believe, okay? They're being carnal. As a matter of fact, let's go to that real quick before I go to Hebrews. Lord is not looking for carnal individuals. You gotta be spiritual, spiritually minded, okay? If you're not, then you ain't gonna make it, man. Romans chapter 8 and verse 5. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the Spirit, the things of the Spirit. Okay? And to go after faith, to go after those things are spiritual. Okay? Faith, belief, put your trust into Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You can't physically, put your hand on it, because those things are spiritual. Okay? But to 2/3 Jake, anything spiritual is foolishness unto him. Okay? He has to have his hands on the object or whatever it is, just like Esau Edom. That's why we tell you 2/3, go keep running after your daddy Esau Edom. Okay? And we're going to run after Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. But 2/3 are not spiritual. He that is spiritual judges all things, yet he himself is not judging no man, roughly phrasing. And we have the mind, who have instructed his mind at any time, 1 Corinthians 2 and 16. But we have the mind of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. So our mind is attended on to spiritual things. 2 Corinthians chapter 4. We're looking for that eternal glory. We're not looking for this temporal shit around here. And when you're a spiritual individual, you'll realize that. You say, well, this shit right around here, just as man dies and withers, just like grass, all this shit around here withers and dies too. All of this stuff is temporal. And even when I die, it goes into another man's hands. But what do I attain spiritually? What have I been working for spiritually, obtaining spiritually? They can't figure it out, right? Because they're not spiritual individuals. They say, what kind of piggy bank is that? Store up your riches in heaven. They say, what heaven? Where? Who? They're coming like Pharaoh. Exodus chapter 5 and 3, or 5 and 2. Who is this Yahweh that I must listen? Well, you won't find out in that day. The same way 2/3 talk like that, This is how 2/3 talk, man. Exodus chapter 5 and verse 2. And Pharaoh said, who is Yahweh that I shall obey his voice and let Israel go? I know not Yahweh, neither will I let Israel go. That's the mindset that 2/3 is coming in. Who is this Yahweh? This spiritual God, spiritual sky daddy that you telling me that is going to come save us and this and that. Who is this? Because they talked about us, about God for years and this and that, but I haven't seen nothing. I've seen the pendant of Jeremiah, I've seen the Ark of the Covenant, I've seen the chariots, but I really haven't seen nothing. That's how 2/3, even the real stubborn, hard-headed ones, even when they get shown those artifacts, I don't get it, you know? Somebody could have made it up. I don't think that's true. Do you believe the earth is round or flat? The bullshit like this, man. But this is the same mindset that 2/3 come in. Who is this Yahweh? Who is Yahweh that I shall obey his voice? That's exactly the mindset that 2/3 come in. When we're standing out here putting up the videos, you know, doing a little lesson and sit down and putting up the video, then we get foolish remarks in the comment boards. Like, look, this is why I said what I said on that video. We're not out here for gimmicks. We're out here looking for the elect. I don't give a shit about 2/3. If they stop and I'm talking to them and they don't get it, hey, where are you guys going? Oh, McDonald's. McDonald's. Okay, go. Keep going. I'll put it back in their mind. Yeah, keep going, McDonald's. Yeah, you dumbass. I ain't got no time to be arguing with those scruff fucking butts, man. Those guys are scruff butts, okay? Those guys are dirty niggas, man. 2/3. Woman and man, dirty niggas. Don't shower in months. See, that's who we're dealing with. So don't expect them just like, let me get that scripture real quick. Earthly things. John chapter 3 and 12. If I told you earthly things and ye believe not, how shall ye believe if I tell you of heavenly things? You can't tell these 2/3 nothing about heaven, man. Are storing up your riches in heaven. They say, what is that? Is that a scam? Is that some kind of, we gotta pay money? How do I? Because their mind is corrupt. Their mind is fucked, rotten, done, finished. Okay? They have no understanding. See? When you tell them about scripture or anything like that, their mind just goes like this. Lost, gone. They don't understand it. They're in a whole different fucking zone, okay? Their mind is gone out, done out, okay? They're in a whole another fucking zone. You can't speak to them. Remember, a prayer of David was put upon these people that they would be blinded, man. That their ears would be deaf. That they wouldn't understand what the hell we're talking about. That they would rather the fatness of this world. Okay? This is why, actually, let me go back to that. This is why we have something so expensive beyond measure. Faith. What these dirty 2/3 out here, they don't have. They don't have no faith. Okay? But let me go, before I go there, let me go with something about Moses. Hebrews 11 and 24. By faith, Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of God than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season. So you understand that? So you rather choose to suffer with the people than to say, you know what? I need that fatness of the earth right now, baby. I need my big gold chain, baby. Yo, Aaron, where that golden calf at? Let me. Hey, take all their gold, man. I need some plush around my neck. I need a crown on my head too. Yo, Aaron, you'll get one. I'll give you a ring too. You know? Yo, everybody start giving me, he didn't act like that. Moses was a very humble man. Okay? A very faithful and humble man. In fact, when you go back into Exodus chapter 32 and 9, when Yahweh told Moses that he was going to destroy this people, Moses besought the Lord and said, no, please don't do this. So what? These other nations could say that, you brought them out here to kill them. You know what I mean? Because he told Moses, yo, Moses, get back. Like, let me point it. Hey, stand over here for a second. Huh? What's going on? I'm about to smite these people. Moses goes, no. Because the Lord told Moses, yo, get back. I'm gonna make a great nation out of you, Moses. The Yahweh was ready to smite all of them. Gun them all off, man. Okay? Yahweh was ready to smoke them. Okay? Yahweh was ready to smoke them. Alright? See, that's running soon. Oh, it's them. They're the potheads. So what's going on here, yo? And look how she dressed, man. This guy trying to fit in clothes. Look like he in grade 8. She trying to fit in back there. Maybe that's his clothes. Nah, I don't know. These people are out here are senseless too. You don't need something, but yeah, you overuse it. Alright. Just like their car, But we're not gonna sell out. We're not gonna sell out and take the bag and run to this system to be happy. We know this is for a season in time. Hey, what did Eleazar say? He said, I'd rather leave here and leave a good example onto the flock than to leave here and leave a bad example throughout history. That's why faith, what does it say? Hebrews 11:2, for by it the elders obtained a good report. Yeah, Eleazar, he obtained a good report because he didn't take that swine's flesh. Okay? Remember, all the individuals who did wickedly and did some kind of smut or foolishness or anything like that, their actions are recorded in this book. Okay? All their deeds, all their actions are recorded. All right? What's going on over there? All their deeds and all their actions are recorded, man. Okay? Yeah, so all their deeds, all their actions are recorded, man. Just like the righteous. When the righteous do good, all their deeds are recorded. Okay? That's why we go into the records. That's why in Ezra 4, I think they told them to go search the records. You see that these people are rebellious. And when it comes to paying tributes, they're not going to pay it, yo. Eventually, they're not going to pay it. Right? And what they do, they went and searched the records. Just like us, we search the records daily. Anyways, let's go back into this. Oh, here it is, the last verse here. 2 Maccabees chapter 6 and verse 31. And thus this man died, leaving his death for an example of a noble courage and a memorial of virtue, not only unto young men, but unto all his nation. Okay, and who was he? He was an Israelite. Okay, he was an Israelite. So when you pass and go, and you live by faith, and you keep that good, good standing with Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, what does it tell you? Hebrews 11:2. For by it, faith, right? The elders obtained a good report. And where can we find this report? Right in these scriptures, right in the Chronicles. Okay? So now, when you're all these things have been recorded since the days of time, okay? All these things have been recorded since the days of time, right? And now we're reading it up into 2000s and whatnot, and we're reading about the good reports of our ancestors, as they would say. But we know the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets. But anyways, we're reading about our report from back then, okay? And all those who did wickedly, their reports are in there just as well. All those who did righteously, their reports are in there. But you don't want to leave this earth leaving a bad example and be written about, oh, this nigga's like Judas. You see what Judas did? Oh, this nigga's like Manasseh. You see what Manasseh did? Right? You don't want to be found like that. You want to be found like Moses, Enoch, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, okay? Having a good report in their death. King David, Solomon, okay? You don't want to be like Jeroboam, all right? You don't want to be found worthless, all right? You want to be found as a nice precious stone, even if it's small, big. You want to be found flawless, okay? Complete, perfect in the eyes of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Not like the rest of these 2/3 fuck-ups out here, okay? And just like the scriptures say that a race tends to repeat its history. Actually, you know what? Let me get that out. What was I going to get? Hebrews. I have that. Exodus, no. Let me get that in that book right here real quick. Okay? Because this has to be spoken about. Yup, here's that book again. Who is Esau Edom? Okay, let me go into something real quick that was written in here. Yup, this is page 34. I put this up the other day. Oh no, page 31. Page 34 is, that's funny. Page 31, Slakia. If I said page 34, then, you know, Slakia about that. I got, oh, and hey. Go to 125 of who is Esau Edom, okay? Go to 124 on who's Esau Edom. 123, okay? There was another one. Yeah, start from 123. I mean, you can start from before, but in between 123 and 125, whoo, some juice up in there. But let me read something real quick. Going back into these scriptures here. I mean, going back into this. The characteristics of Esau Edom. Let's go here real quick. When God assigns specific characteristics and roles to Esau, Jacob, and other characters, meaning the other nations, he established a pattern their descendants would follow. Since each character or race retains these characteristics, they tend to repeat their history. See? So these people out here don't understand that the Lord set a certain pattern with these people out here. That you're going to repeat your history. And these 2/3, they're repeating their history all over again, doing the same wicked acts and doing the same wicked shit that they done in the past. That's why when we pick up this book and the Spirit of the Lord is upon us and in us, upon us, in us, whatever you want to say, we could actually identify you 2/3 by your actions, by your deeds. You shall be known by your fruit. Where you kick off, where you produce. All right. And we, being in the Spirit, identify you 2/3 just like that, man. Because even in that book, if it's telling you even in that book that look, and like I said, the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets. You're a prophet back in the past, you're going to be a prophet now in this day, okay? Lord's not going to change you and say, you know what, you're not going to be a prophet, I don't need you. No, he's going to do the same thing. He's not the author of confusion. Yahweh Shai the same yesterday, Yahweh Shai the same today, okay? And same thing with Yahweh. He changes not, right? So if you're a prophet, you're going to be a prophet in this life, the next life, so on and so forth. You understand? But we at the end of time, so going back into this, Hebrews 11, and 1. Now faith is the substance of evidence of things hoped for. Sloppy, let me read that again. Let me read that again. Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Right, so these 2/3, they like to be carnal. The 2/3, they like to be carnal. This guy's, you see this guy's huge, big and buff, and he's fruity. Man, hey, this is why the whole what is that? Psalms 82:5, the foundation of the earth is out of course, man. Big, strong dude like that, man. And he's fruity. Oh my God. I don't want to imagine our here with it. Lot vexed with the filthy conversation, seeing and hearing. Okay? I don't want to, hey, So yeah, faith is the substance of things hoped for. When we're reading these scriptures and the Lord gives us the promise that we're going to rule over these nations, we're going to be back on top. Okay? Those are the promises, those are the things that we're hoping for that the Lord will execute. But we know, hey, what does it tell us? Blessed is the man that trusteth in Yahweh, and cursed be the man that trusteth in man. Okay? So we're looking for those things. We can't see them now. We don't see them now. We don't see us with crowns on our head, right? We don't see the enemy under our feet. Baruch chapter 4 and 25. But those are the things that we're hoping for. Those are the things that we're wishing for, okay? Hoping, wishing, whatever. Our deepest desires, as they would say. Because our desires is only what the Lord requires, what the Lord wants. So now, what's the ending part? The evidence of things not seen. Okay, we don't see them. Okay, we can't see them. But we know on the flip side of things that the Lord has promised it. Numbers chapter 23 and verse 19, he'll make good on his part. Have he not said and will he not do it? Of course he will. Okay? And look at the generation of old. Romans chapter 15 and verse 40 says we're written aforetime for our learning. So what? We could go through the Chronicles ourselves and get that, the wind to our back, It just amps up our faith. It's a faith booster, okay? It just amps up your faith. And when the Lord does things, he don't tell us. He don't go, hey buddy, I'm going to do a work you've never seen before. I'm going to work a work you never... He doesn't do that. He tells us in the scriptures. And then all of a sudden it jets forth, right? So we could be here right now preaching, and the next thing you know, breaking news, the whole of New Zealand has to take the MOTB. Whoa, ho, 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 ho. Weren't we speaking about that? Weren't we having faith that the Lord is going to pass that forth? Then we have faith in the words of the Lord. When the Lord said that, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this work. Hey, buddy, I'm going to do this work. We didn't buck up and say, you know what, that can't be that. No, the Lord gave us the Spirit to know what it was. The MOTB started with the Apostle Elders of Great Millstone, Apostle Elders to Heart, and then on down. Those who have the Spirit to see it, they see it. Those who don't, they don't. That's why we pronounce it boldly. So now when the Lord makes that move, all those other guys out there, like Nate, right? All those other fucking son of a bitch. All those congregations out there are going to have to explain to their congregation what the fuck is going on. When they stand up and they say, hey, everybody got to take the MOTB. Enough is enough. People are being ripped off, did that, blah, 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 whatever their excuses are. You're going to have to explain to your fucking congregation what's going on, what's up. It's going to be a sad day for y'all individuals, man. What kind of madness is going on over here, man? It's going to be a sad day for y'all individuals, man, because you don't know how to explain to your camp what's going on or what happened, okay? What's wrong with this girl? She like a little kid? What's wrong with this bomb butt girl? bullshit. But anyways, like I was saying, you individuals, you 2/3, you have no faith, man. That's why you can't rely on the word of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. You gotta carnally touch something. You know what I mean? You gotta really see it to believe it. But like we said, if we tell you about heavenly things, or earthly things, and you can't believe, how the hell are you supposed to believe us when we tell you about heavenly things? Okay? It's virtually impossible. Because basically, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua sealed you guys with a hot iron, man. Your ears, your eyes, you know what I mean? Sealed you guys, man. So, you're not satisfied with seeing, you have to have something physical. Now let's get into something real quick. Let's get into Exodus chapter 32 and verse 1. And when the people saw Moses delayed to come down out of the mount, the people gathered themselves together unto Aaron and said unto him, Make us gods which shall go before us. For as for this Moses, the man that brought us up out of the land of Egypt, and the Most High is who did that, first of all, we want not what is become of him. We want not what is become of him. And Aaron said unto them, Break off the golden earrings which are in the ears of your wives, of your sons, and of your daughters, and bring them unto me. And all the people broke off golden earrings which were in their ears, and brought them unto Aaron. And he received them at their hand, and fashioned them with a graven tool. After he had made a molten calf, and they said, These be the gods, O Israel, which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt. So you see, the Most High just did a wonderful work on the Pharaoh, okay? Drowned Pharaoh and his men in the Red Sea, right? And then all of a sudden these idiots go and say, Hey Aaron, hey buddy, go make us a golden calf. And I say, all right, cool, because they were threatening, they were coming on him. So Aaron said, all right, cool, give me all the thing. And he made the golden calf, and then they turned around and said, you see this golden calf? This is what really brought us out of Egypt. I thought you just said Moses brought you out of Egypt. Now all of a sudden, you see how tossy-turvy these people are? Anyways, they always want something that they can lay their hands on, rub, put underneath the altar or something. You know what I mean? That's their fashion. That's their way. They're unbelieving people, okay? These people don't believe in the word of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. They believe in their own, you know, I put power into my own hand. That's the way they believe, okay? That's the way that they are, okay? They have to have something physical, you know, to touch. Or unless, you know, ain't nothing physical, well, I ain't put my trust into it. It's up in the air, as they would say, right? That's the mindset of our people. And yeah, we went to Jeremiah chapter 44 and 16 to 18. That's the same thing. They got to go perform some kind of ritual or something of the heathens and say, hey, this works. But putting our trust into Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, that doesn't work. I don't know what's up with that, but that doesn't work, right? Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 5. Thus saith Yahweh, cursed be the man that trusted in man and maketh flesh his arm, whose heart departed from Yahweh. Verse 7, blessed is the man that trusted in Yahweh, whose hope Yahweh is. And that is towards us. Yahweh is our hope, faith. We put our faith and trust into Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. When we read the scriptures and we go through and we see all the prophets, all the men, okay, that have put their trust into the Lord have come out on the better end. Those who didn't want to put their trust in the Lord, they came on the shit end of the stick. Hope you understand that. All right? So regardless of what's happening out here or how bad it may look, hey, even the scriptures tell you that they're departing from us. It's taken as misery. These two-thirds think that, oh, You see that the Lord destroyed him. You see the Lord destroyed his ass because he didn't follow that JC. You know, that's what they think in their head when they see some kind of incident happen to a brother or whatever. You know what I mean? And you know, he's left into the spiritual realm or whatever. They think that, oh, I'm talking about a righteous brother. They think that, oh, you know, yeah, the Lord did that spitefully to him. He's teaching that stuff. You see, that's why that happened. You don't even know what's going on, man. Because, hey, I'll tell you the truth. When you're here and all the shit kicks off and you're wishing for food, hey, the scriptures tell you in Lamentation, better be those that are slain with the sword than to die of hunger, all right? When you're here and all this shit is kicking off, I guarantee you're gonna say to yourself, Tom, Fred, Tyrone, whoever died, and you took as misery and say, oh, look, see? You're gonna wish that you were in their position, okay? And as a matter of fact, I know this deals with World War I. In Revelation, it tells you that they shall be seeking death, and death will be running from them. That's in World War I, when they didn't have the proper medications or whatnot to amputate your leg or whatnot. They'll be seeking after death, but death will be fleeing from them. That's gonna happen again, okay? Remember, these scriptures can happen a generation, then another generation. The Lord could keep it happening that bop. What you playing with? Or it could happen to a generation 1,000 years ago and then pop up again in the future and happen again. That's what these prophecies are all about, man. And the Lord can catch you at any different angle. You don't know that name, El Shaddai? Terrible demon-like power. The Lord can catch you at any angle. Remember, the Lord's got your papers, man. Job 4:7. I pray thee, whoever perish be innocent, man. Roughly phrasing. The Lord can pull up your receipts at any time, man. But yeah, you 2/3 things is a joke. And even some of you motherfuckers of the circumcision, ignorant, united in Christ, I'll point at them first because it's completely lost. Their leader's a fucking slanderer, first of all. Talking about we teach grape and all this other stuff. You're gonna have to deal with Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. Because Yahweh Shem Yahushai is gonna deal with your ass, man. But the Lord lets these things, you know, lets these people spring up. Because like I said, when we read the prayer of David, Psalm 69, start from 22 around there, right? The truth is there to bring us out of bullshit. But it becomes a snare and a trap onto other individuals. That's why you got these other camps out here, like the Apostle Elder said. That's why the Lord has these other camps out here. To snare and trap certain individuals that he doesn't want. It's like a filter, you know, a membrane, a filter. You run the water through it. Then you have different levels of the filters, right? You may have charcoal. Then you may have some kind of sponge, right? Then you may have some kind of other, you know, sand or whatnot on top of the sponge, separated in between the charcoal, right? So you have different elements to filter out the bads before they get to this, you know, 100% truth, which can only be found in the house of GMS and all other affiliates that speak the same word as GMS, okay? Like me, I'm speaking the same word that I've been taught from my apostle elders, which is the 100% truth, right? But then you got these other guys out there listening to these other camps like IUIC, the ignorant united in Christ. First of all, his name is not Christ. Second of all, if my name is Tyrone, you in Russian, in fucking Spanish, in any name, in any country, you could say my name, okay? Why are you taking why are you taking Yahweh Shai, the most important person in this world, right? Why are you taking his name and saying we must translate it? Don't you see something funny about that? If you're saying this is the name of this individual, he means to save or deliver, right? He delivers, he saves. Okay, watch this now. Well, why are you taking that and taking the what his name means, and then taking that and putting it into how you call it, English, right, or whatever. Try and make your own. That's not his name. That's the meaning of his name, but that's not his name. So if you're trying to do some sneaky shit like that, which they are trying to do, they're trying to translate his name. There's no need to translate his fucking name, man. What's up with you? When somebody goes, hey, what's your name? And they're French, they go, Je m'appelle Tyrone. Oh, je m'appelle Tyrone. They might say it a little bit, the tar, or oh, right? They might say it like that, right? But for the most part, they're gonna say what? Tyrone, motherfucker. They're not gonna say, they're not gonna try to pronounce something else. They're not gonna try and translate his name into something else. That's where you get this JC. And like Apostle Elder Gabar said, you better be careful what you're saying. You don't know. You never went and did the study on Serapius Crispus. Okay? Ptolemy and them. That's why you see 2/3 of our people are fucking lost, man. That's why the Lord seared their mind with a hot iron, man. Okay? Seared their mind with a hot iron so they don't get the understanding. It's like me coming outside and seeing the sky is blue. Everybody sees it's blue. And then, these individuals like, oh no, it's green. It's turquoise. That's how you know that individual, there's something wrong with their mind, man. Either they're doing that to be argumental or whatever. Something's wrong with this woman. She better not come over here. Keep her ass over there, y'all. I don't want no black beast right now. She walking around twisting up her ass like she wants something. Keep over there, please. Don't come over here. So anyways, and those individuals, what they want physical proof. We're not dealing with individuals like that. Don't look down this way. Walk up that way, please. So yeah, going back into this. You 2/3, you want physical proof. You always want, like I said, Romans chapter 8, you always want something that you can put your hands on and run around with, right? Like me, when I was a little kid, my parents would always say, I don't know why, but this kid always had a stick in his hand like he was out for defense. Like he was being defensive as a kid, as a picnic. Every time I walk around anywhere, man, they always see me with a stick in my hand, walking and pacing. That's why they always say, yo, this kid like he have duppy on him or something, man. Why you walking around with a stick all the time like you want to bust somebody's head open? See? That was the funny thing that everybody used to say. Say, yo, this picnic always walk around with a stick in their hand. Like he want to bust somebody's head open or something, man. What's wrong with him? They're always pacing too, Always had a little pace to me. Like, motherfucker, come over here, man. I'll bust your ass. Come over here, see? I don't know why, man. But hey, I always had to have a little stick in my hand or something so. But going back into what I was saying, that's like how the 2/3 are, man. They're like that. They're carnal. They need physical proof. They can't just go off of faith. They're like, what the hell is faith? Right? They can't just go off of that. They need physical proof. So going back into this, let's go to Matthew chapter 16. And verse 4. A wicked and adulterous generation. That's what we have on our hand with the 2/3. Oh, both of them still good. Oh, okay, goody good. Goody good. A wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign, and there shall no sign be given unto it, but the sign of the prophet Jonas. And he left them and departed. Now let me go into this again. A wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign. This is these 2/3, the ones who are not in the truth. They're wicked and adulterous. When you go into these rap songs, you see all these guys in these rap songs, they talking about, I been had your woman, I'm sleeping. Hey, I think it's a Kendrick Lamar, one of them, they have a diss track like that too right now. The one that, oh no, it's Chris Brown. He said something to Cuervo, the one that you're with now, I've been with, done slept and fucked her. You know, this is the attitude of 2/3 Jake. Okay, they love doing wickedness. Okay, that's why the scriptures tell you they hate the evil and love the good, but they hate righteousness and they love wickedness. Okay, it's a vice versa with them. They love the wicked melee. Okay, they don't love a righteous way. That's why in Ezekiel 33 and 17 it says what it says. It says that yet ye say the way of the Lord is not equal, right? But the Lord said, as for them, their way is not equal. Okay, they're not following the correct path. They want to do wickedness. They want to indulge in wickedness all day, all night. Okay? These children out here, when it comes to listening to their parents, that's out the door. They got internet. They got a phone. Right? They love that shit. But anyways, a wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign. What's the signs that they're seeking after? All these prophecies that they're reading about in the book and hearing about. The Lord did this, the Lord did that. Well, why don't you change some water into wine right now? Just to know, not by these things you're going to see this no more, okay? You're going to have faith within these times. And like I said, there's a door open. And right above it, it says grace. Okay, this is the grace period. Just like when a bank hands you a note, it says 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 120 days. The Lord is giving you a grace period to get right, okay? So anyways, going back into this, there shall no sign be given unto them but the sign of the prophet Jonas. What was the prophet Jonas doing? He was supposed to go out and preach on the highways and byways, preach this word, teach the people. Remember, he ran, then he went to Nineveh, and he sat down because he knew the script. Jonas knew. He said when the prophet come into town, like 1 Samuel 16 and 4, thou comest peaceably, he knows shit gets teared up. Shit get teared up when the prophets come out, okay? So this is what Jonah was doing. Jonah went, sat back, sat on this little grove, and waited to see the destruction, man. He wanted it to destroy it, but what the Lord wanted is what it is. Just like when the Lord made that little, I think it was a cucumber tree or something like that to grow up and shade him out. Then a cankerworm took it out, and Jonah was all upset, disgruntled. And the Lord was, look, I make these things to happen. What purpose I want to happen will happen. Hush him out, boy. So the people repented. But Jonas, he thought like, oh yeah, you know what? Shit's gonna get all fucked up. This is the place to go get mashed down. I gotta see this, you know? It didn't happen, but, you know, we all know the story that happened afterwards. So what is the sign right now? A sign that you should be well aware is us being out here. Okay, on the highways and byways giving this word. That's one sign right there. If you don't understand it, then hey man, you're not seeing it. You're blind to the facts, as they would say. Okay? That's one sign that you could actually, let me read this again, but the sign of the prophet Jonas. And what was the prophet Jonas doing? Going into this book, diving into it and revealing these things, warning them, you don't change, this is gonna happen. You don't change, this is gonna happen. Hey, you need to stop doing that. Look, stop being a flame. Taught them, showed them. And they said, you know what? This man's right, yo. The Lord put it in their spirit to say, hey, this guy's right. Fuck this shit. I'm not doing this. You know? Hey, that's the judgment for doing that. I don't want no parts of it. I'll shad ya. Okay? And Jonas know that too. Jonas tried to run, and look what happened. They cast lots, like they say, oh, Lot's wicked. No, it's not. They cast lots, like the Apostle Elders was saying yesterday. They cast lots, and the lot fell upon Jonah. This is how they knew. Then they asked Jonah, what is your profession? Like, what do you do? He says, I'm a man of the Lord. I'm a man that fears Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Right? And afterwards, they were like, yo, why'd you do this, man? They were like, yo, And then again, they passed another lot. What should we do? They toss his ass overboard. He said, toss me overboard, man, so I may calm the sea. And the men were like, they were exceedingly afraid because they knew this is a prophet, this is a man of the Lord. Do what? And they did it anyways, and they prayed and said, please have mercy on us, you know. So these are the signs that you're getting right now. Us out in the highways and byways, but like I said, blind, baby, blind to the facts, okay? John 3:12. If I have told you of earthly things, once again, going back into this, and ye believe not, how shall you believe if I tell you of heavenly things? Okay? So what we're telling you about us coming out here on the highways and byways, prophesying, this is the work that, you know, is for us to be doing, which is in the earthly realm of a carnal, you know, kind of the carnal. We're in the flesh, right? But our work is spiritual. So we're telling you about, you know, things that pertain to this realm and things that you're supposed to be doing and how you're supposed to carry yourself and behave, right? Things of old, things of the prophets, the herbs, different. We're telling you about these things in the righteous sense, which you should have a spiritual mind to understand, which they don't have. Then guess what? You don't understand those things that I'm telling you. You're not going to understand spiritual things, heavenly things, okay? Because he that is spiritual. So continuing, let me go back into, let me go to this real quick. Jude. Let's go to Jude 1 and because y'all want proof, right? Well, you're gonna get proof, man. When all that judgment begins, when all that judgment begins, they want physical proof. Well, you're gonna get physical proof, all right? Jude 1 and 14, and Enoch also, the seventh from Adam, prophesied of these sayings, behold, the Lord cometh with tens of thousands of his saints. Right, we can read that in Thessalonians, when he comes to be admired, okay, and glorified with his army, okay, to execute judgment. Remember, 1 Peter 4 and 17 tells you that the Lord is going to begin that judgment at his house first, right? To execute judgment upon all, and to convince all that are ungodly among them of all their ungodly deeds which they have ungodly committed, and of all their hard speeches which ungodly sinners have spoken against him. Okay? So the Lord is coming to bring judgment. That's when you're going to get your fucking signs. When you see chariots in the sky, when you see aliens, when you see chariots in the sky and those angels popping out of them, popping up beside you, apparitions. It talks about that in 2nd Ezra 14, if I'm not mistaken. It could be before that. 2nd Ezra. But anyways, when you see all them apparitions and all those things going on, man, and the great judgment that the Lord has for this place, when you see that actually starting to happen, then you're going to want to believe. But it's going to be too late then. You're already going to be in the midst of shit, man. Okay? It's going to be too late. You're already going to be in the midst of all this calamity. It's going to be too late to say, hey, what's that? What's those names that we call upon? What was his name? Remember, the Lord said he's going to put a famine of hearing his word, right? And they shall wander from sea to land, to and fro, to seek this word, but they will not find it. They're not going to find it. Because you know why? The Lord is going to put that kibosh on them, man. Okay? You had a chance to listen to this word before the judgments came. But you know what you did? You rejected. You said, fuck that. Who the hell are these guys, man? So going back into this. And yeah, 2/3, they're never satisfied, man. They always thirsting for something, man. Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and verse 8. All things are full of labor. Man cannot utter it. The eye is not satisfied with seeing, nor the ear filled with hearing. See? These people never satisfied, man. You gotta give them more. Alright? These individuals out here, when you show them a scripture and say this is what it is, it's too plain onto them. It's too plain. Add some salt on that bitch. And while you at it, throw some crab juice. That's how 2/3 are. Okay? The simplicity of what the Lord is showing you, they don't get it. Okay? Yeah, let me get this scripture here. And you know why too? They're always up in these other books. Let me get something real quick. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and 12. And further, by these, my son, be admonished, be warned. Okay? Take this as a warning. Of making many books, there is no end, and much study is weariness of flesh. They're always up into this black unconscious stuff, these other philosophies, okay? They're always rummaging themselves around with these other, the Kabbalah, different shit out there, different philosophies, man. They're always mixing themselves up and around with, okay? And Lord warned them and say, hey, man, the making of many books, there's no end, man. And one philosopher, he ain't satisfied with that, so he want to go make this. And that guy ain't satisfied with that, he want to go make this. So it just compiles sin upon sin, man. Because all their shit is just garbage, misleading people. The guidance is here. This is the guidance, okay? This is all you need in your life. And be satisfied with it. Actually, you know what? That's all you need in your life, man. Food and remnant, and they're not satisfied with that, okay? 1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 6. But godliness with content is great gain, for we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out. And having food and remnant, let us be therewith content, okay? Simple. We're plain individuals, man. Plain individuals, you know? All these individuals out here, they're not. They're into, you know, like I said, they want the fatness of this world, man. And when we come and bring this word to them, because of the anguish of spirit, right? Being oppressed, knowing, hey, yo, my ancestors were slaves and this and that. They don't want to listen to this word, man. They have the fear of death on them, okay? That was said also too in Belly, that movie Belly. They trap you up with the fear of death, okay? So your mind is occupied, I'm gonna die, I don't have nothing in life, this and that, ray. This is the things that they get you with. And then you sell out, you go for Esau, Edom side of things. Instead of putting your trust, like I said, Jeremiah 17 and 7, put your trust in the Lord, but they put their trust into man. It's no good. Philippians 4 and 11. They want blood clot detention. Nah, even look, man, you know? Don't look back either, man. Keep it moving. Philippians 4 and 11. Not that I speak in respect of one, for I have learned, and whatsoever state I am therewith to be content. I know how to abase. You see, that's what these 2/3. What do you want, man? What the fuck is wrong with this devil, man? You see what I said? Fucking bitch walk over here like she want attention. Yo, move your ass, move your scunt, eh? Ain't them thing there, you know. Go fuck yourself. So I know these 2/3 are always up to wickedness, man. Especially these broads, these bitches, man. They're always up to some kind of fucking wickedness. She sees me teaching the word, eh? Walking up here with her broad self, waiting for me to look on her, but I said, you know what, let me put my fucking head down, because I don't want to get in conversation with them boogalugga thing. She's standing up there, I say, no. Then we'll keep moving. Keep it moving. What she do? She turn around and coming back to talk to me. What the fuck you talking to me for, man? Go talk to your husband, see? Go talk to your man. And if you don't have one, I don't care. Arrivederci. I'm not going to be him for you. See? Arrivederci. Keep it moving, man. I don't want blood to hear what you have to say. See? Keep it moving. See, you black women, you 2/3 men, you're the worst to get in an argument with, man. You come up here and cause pure confusion and problem. I don't want none of it. Move down the street. See? Even the woman before, 2/3 woman again. She up there, she pacing back and forth, and then all of a sudden now, she come now, cross the street. What are these two guala looking at? Anyway, she crossed the street from down here, sir, over here, pacing back and forth and watching me. I don't care if she like me or not, but I don't want to involve myself with them because they're too zesty and feisty and not humble. See? They all bark like dog and man. See? You argue with them, they want to get in fight with you. No, sir. See? Keep myself away from trouble. 19 when. Cross the street, she want to come over here, but then she doing this dibby thing. And then cross the road and gone. Now this one come walk up, see me from far, like she want to talk and no, go down the fucking street, man. I don't want to talk to you. What she do? She gone there and pause up, watchy, and come to approach now. Next little Chinese one, same thing. She cross the street and she saw. She come across, she want to engage. I said, no, man, you bitches, go that way, man. I don't want to see you right now, cause well, Will Smith said, girls in the world is nothing but trouble, fear trouble, see? Especially these women of this society here, man, of North America, the Western Hemisphere. I don't want nothing to do with you. You could be Chinese, you could be black, white, so-called black, white, whatever. Spanking hot, as they say. I don't want nothing to do with you. But when you come from the other side of the world, I know at least you have some kind of common respect for your fucking self, or modesty, you know, integrity. The guys and the women over here, they have none of those things for themselves. So I don't want none of these fucking North American females. Not even what she say? The next little sketty one there from back home. She hit and run. That guy hit and run, yeah? I saw them tinker out here, man. That's the only thing that I could give you, a hit and run. That's it. I mean, even want to hit and run because nothing will carry some fucking rascal diseases up and want to pum. And you don't clean your your pum-pums bust down inside the house and stink up the whole rascal house, man. Worse than rotten fish. See? Eating all that chicken and meat and thing. And you women don't know, you must rejuvenate yourself, man. You got fat, just like we just fast, you got fast, man. Not for a woman that don't want fast, don't want to clean out your yoni. Got your yoni stinking, your man say, oh, I don't even want none of that. I'll go out the road and find something. See? Anyways, continuing back into this before I was rudely interrupted by that bitch. Philippians chapter 4 and verse 12. I know both how to be abased and I know how to abound. Everywhere and in all things I am instructed both to be full and to be hungry, both to abound and to suffer need. See that? So there's an up and down, and in certain situations, you know how to abase yourself, okay? How to make yourself go lower, as they would say. Not in Not the aspects of unrighteousness, but in righteousness, how to humble yourself, okay? And these bitches out here, they don't know nothing about humbling themselves. All they know about is wickedness, procrastinating, doing wickedness over and over and over and over. They don't know how to humble themselves, you see? They look at the so-called white man as money train. And they say, yeah, that's what I want right there, that money train. I wanna join up for that, you know? That's not what it is, man. Make yourself go low, make yourself go humble. Because the Lord is gonna whip up these people and tear them up soon enough. And then at the end of the year, the week, we always tell you, say, yo, you see this thing right here? All of this shit right here is temporal, okay? There's no sense running around cutting your wrist for fucking the money bag, right? Running after the money bag because the white man got it that way, right? You want to run after the money bag and cut your wrist, but there's no sense for that because at the end of the year, they're weak. Temporal. See? Yup, I got that already. Romans chapter 8. Let me go back into that. Verse 5. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh. You see, all these cars and money and all them things there. What a white man promotes, 2/3 are loving it, sopping it up. You know? That's not what you're supposed to be after, man. Humble yourself. Go after the righteousness, man. Go after the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. It'll go well with you. Okay? But as long as you're running after this money and running after this society, you're gonna sink. You're gonna go low. Okay? Go low. Anyways, for they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is peace, life and peace. Okay? Because the carnal mind is enmity against God, for it is not subject to the law of God, neither indeed can be. So then, they that are in the flesh cannot please God. For ye are not in the flesh, but in the spirit. See? Just like I said, when you go back into, let me see if I can find it here. 2 Corinthians. Let's go into Corinthians real quick. 1 Corinthians, actually. I can keep 2 Corinthians on deck. But 1 Corinthians is where I want to go. We're going 1 Corinthians chapter, let me get it right now. 1 Corinthians chapter 2. But he that is spiritual judgeth all things, yet he himself is judge of no man. I mean, all these common folk around here. See? All these fuck-ups out here. We're judge of no man. They can't judge us. Because they're fuck-ups. Okay? They don't keep the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. They can't admonish us. Okay? Anyways, going back to this. For who have known the mind of the Lord, that he may instruct him. But we have the mind of Hamashiach. We have the mind of Hamashiach. That means say we're spiritual. These people, they're all cut off. They don't know nothing. Okay? They're all after the money. They're all after the riches, the fatness of the earth, what they can get before the time is up. Okay, as we would say. So that right there is enmity with the Most High. Okay? For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Because the carnal mind is enmity against God, for it is not subject to the law of God, neither indeed can be. Okay? So then they that are in the flesh cannot please God. Okay? The ones that are in the flesh, carnally minded. Okay? Because we're all inhabiting the flesh. We're all inhabiting our body, right? But ye are not in the flesh, but in the spirit, if so be the spirit of God dwell in you. Now, if any man have not the spirit of Hamashiach, he is none of his. Okay? So he had the mind of Yahushua Mashiach. We are spiritual. He was spiritual, judge of all things. Hey, even in 1 Corinthians, they tell you that 1 Corinthians, hey, what the hell? 6. 1 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 2. Do we not know that the saints shall judge the world? And if the world shall be judged by you, are you unworthy to judge the smallest matter? Right. So we have the mind of Yahweh Shai Mashiach. We know what pleases him. Okay? We know what is good standing with him. Alright? what he wants an individual to do. Okay? And what he would want individuals to do is serve him. Diligently serve him. In fact, let me get this real quick. Let's get something real quick. 2 Samuel chapter 23 and verse 3. And the God of Israel said, the rock of Israel spake to me, he that ruleth over man must be just, ruling in the fear of God, ruling in the fear of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Okay? A lot of these individuals out here, this is why they haven't been given that crown to judge. This is why they haven't been given the spirit to judge, because they have not the spirit to fear Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. And you know whose spirit is like that too? The heathens. Pharaoh's heart was like that, but chiefly Esau, Edom. It tells you in the scriptures that what? There is no fear of God before their eyes, right? They don't care. So 2/3 they come in the same mental. That's why we always say, ye of your father the devil, right? And the lust of of your father you would do. Yeah, we know that. We know that that can go into Esau, Edom, but it can also go into 2/3 of our people. Okay, because really, Esau, Edom, Cain, you know what I mean? Esau, you know what I mean? They're of Satan. They're of the three classifications of men: the sons of the wicked, sons of the righteous, and sons of men. Okay, the sons of righteous, the sons of wicked, and the sons of men. The sons of men, these other nations. The sons of righteousness, that's us, Israel, Yahshua Allah, he prince of the power, and the sons of the wicked, okay, which is who? Esau, Edom, all right? I want to get something real quick. I'm going to close out Romans chapter 10, verse 16. Yep. Romans chapter 10 and verse 16. But they have not all obeyed the gospel. Gospel going into good news, okay? For Elias said, Lord, who have believed our report? Okay. Verse 17, so then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. But I say, have they not heard? Yes, verily, their sound went into all the earth, and their words unto the ends of the world. Okay. So they have no excuse out there. Our words went into all the four corners of the world. Now, if you want to reject, that means that you got a fleshly spirit upon you. You got a fleshly, you got a worldly mindset upon you. Okay? You don't have a spirit. That guy looks like he's weaving in on traffic. You don't have a spiritual mindset upon you. You're looking at the things that's here, the here and nows. Okay? That's why it tells you back in 1 Corinthians chapter 6. Shall you not be even able to judge the smallest matters that are pertaining to this life? Did I read that? I don't think I read it. Let me read it again. So an individual who's spiritual can judge the smallest matters here. 1 Corinthians chapter 6 and 2. Do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world? And if the world shall be judged by you, are ye unworthy to judge the smallest matters? Right, and an individual who's in the spirit, with the spirit of Yahweh Shai and Mashiach flowing through him, he's going to be able to judge these things. He's going to be able to judge things that are pertaining to this life when it comes to serving Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai or not. Okay? In his daily life, how he's walking, what he's doing, he's going to be able to judge it right. Okay? Because he has the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai upon him. 2/3 we can already see that they can't judge it right. Their mind is far gone. Okay? So yeah, have they not heard? Yes. They've seen us all on these corners here, causing a muck, as they would say. The YouTube community, Isaiah chapter 13 and verse, 2? Our voice have entered into the gates of the noble, right? Shake the hand, right? Meaning like we're cussing them off and it's entered into their gates. They know who the fuck we are. This is why they're trying to ban certain things. You see, that's why they tried to ban the TikTok. They want to use other excuses. But really, they're trying to aim at social media. All right, and make that shit, and make such things like Instagram, TikTok, all of these things, right? hey, ain't no TikTok prophets. Ain't no Instagram prophets. Not around us, at least. But the scriptures also tell you whether Hamashiach is preached in pretense, right, or in falsehood, I rejoice because the name of Yahweh Shai Mashiach is getting out there. The message is getting out there, right? It's being alert. Who is this Christ? Who is it? You know what I mean? Who is this Yahweh Shai Hamashiach, right? So yeah, you got others out there that are doing that, but that's not how we don't come in that spirit. We follow the order, come out here, put up your camera, get your video going, go home, upload it, read your books, go over, study, be diligent. The Lord said that He is pleased with those who diligently seek after Him. Hebrews 11:6, if I'm not mistaken. Okay? So going back into this, yes, they've heard. Our voice went through all the ends of the earth, man. And there's no fucking excuse. None. So our Lord said, don't pray for those type of people, man. To hell with them. I sent you all day towards these people, gainsaying people, okay? They will not listen, they will not hear. They'll put up a fight and a fuss. Jeremiah 7:14, therefore will I do unto this house, which is called by my name, wherein ye trust, Slakia, and unto the place which I gave to you and your fathers, also I have done to Shiloh, and cast off Slakia. That wasn't it. It was verse 16. Slakia, verse 16. Therefore pray not for this people, nor lift up cry nor prayer for them, neither make intercession to me, for I will not hear thee. Okay? Seest thou not what they do in the streets of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem? Okay? So the Lord is telling us right now, hey, look, only y'all get it. Matthew chapter 13 and verse 9 and 11. 2:11, okay? Only y'all get it. Y'all are the ones that I've been giving those secrets to. The rest of them, no. No. They're not going to get it. In fact, they're going to rebel. In fact, when the time comes, they're going to offer you up as a sacrifice, okay? So let's go into the last scripture. This is why the Lord said, don't be worried about them, man. 2nd Ezra chapter 9, and this is going into the times, because the Lord said, measure thou the time diligently within itself. That's what we're doing, okay? 2nd Ezra chapter 9 and verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before. What signs? Well, here's one of the signs. The prophets coming out here on the highways and byways and speaking this word. The books being cracked open. Daniel chapter, what is that, 12? He's talking about knowledge shall run to and fro. From the time that Abba Bibbins cracked open that seal, the word has been running to and fro. Okay? So we're seeing the signs. Then thou shalt understand that it is the very same time we're in the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then thou well understand that the Most High, Slakia, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spoke those things from the beginning of days that were before thee. Yeah, it tells you that the prophets have ever been since the beginning of the world, Luke 1 and 70. And all these things were written even before the world was constructed and made. Its destination, final destination, okay? The days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Right, see? For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Yeah, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning that falleth, and we're in the end. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonder and powerful works, and endings in effect and signs. And every one, powerful works and endings in effects and signs. We see the signs, okay? We see the uproars of the people. We see the promises that the Lord said that he would put in these people's hearts and their minds to make that turmoil come, okay? To make that, didn't he say to Russia? He said that I'm gonna put hooks in that jaw. Then he said to these other nations, right? Let the weak say I'm strong. All of a sudden now you got Iran, Iraq, North Korea, all these other nations before that never had these big bombs. Now all of a sudden they got them. I don't know who I'm gonna put my trust in, but I guarantee it's the Lord. Guarantee it's Yahweh Shem Shai. Shit, this one ran out. Damn. Okay. Yeah, guarantee it's the Lord. Guarantee it's Yahweh Shem Shai. Alright? Don't put my trust into Yahweh Shem Shai. I'm not going to put my trust into this society. This society is not worth nothing, man. Anyways, going back into this, and the camera ran out, so I don't know what I call Akim. Been out here since 6 something. It's like 8 something, almost 9. Anyways, let's continue. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, because we tell you that you have to have faith and works, okay? Scriptures tell you that a body without a soul is dead, so a man without his works and faith, okay? That you have to have works and faith. You can't just have, say you believe and you just sitting on your couch. That don't work like that. You gotta have your faith and your works together, okay? That's why in James it tells you what it tells you. So continuing, whereby ye have believed, and we believe. These are the people that don't believe. They see the Bible as some kind of ancient tool, okay? That was from before. Don't worry about that. Those are old words, okay? They push it aside. Oh, that's what my grandmother used to tell me, them bedtime stories. But you have no faith, you have no belief in the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Therefore, Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to destroy you, okay? Tear you asunder, all right? So anyways, continuing, verse 8, let me go back to verse 7. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby ye believed, shall be preserved from the said perils. Said perils, yeah, that's all those newly created beasts, all these different things in the world that the Lord has created for the wicked, okay? It tells you that the righteousness has been created for the good from the beginning, and wickedness have been created for the sinner from the beginning, okay? Roughly phrasing. And shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. Then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. Right, you 2/3, okay? You didn't get it, you want to reject it, you want to say this and that about the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Well, guess what? You're going to dwell in torment, yo. The Most High is going to wreck you something good, okay? Tear you asunder, all right? Destroy you and your damn family, okay? Then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. And such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me, and they have loathed my law, while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it. The same must know it after death by pain. And therefore be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished, and when, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved, whose the world is, and from whom the world is created. Okay? All praises due to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. So you unbelievers, you're going to be in a pitiful case. You're going to be destroyed. You're going to be running around like a chicken with his head cut off, man. When the Lord bring all those calamities, all that shit upon this world, you're going to have to face up to that shit. Right? So hey, let me close out. Say all praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakam Budash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and peace and salutation to all the Akim doing to push this word in all honesty, truth, and sincerity worldwide, and a sincere shalom to the elect. I hope you're edified, Lord willing, to next week, Akim. You already know, Abad, Abal, shalom. I tried to record it the best I could, Akim, but you already know, man. You already know, man. Let me just take this down now. Let me see if I could reset this. Reset it? Let's see if I pause this one now.